Many years ago, I came across a few lines in a book that I connected with. They were, "It's easy to judge, but you never know another person's heart, what gives them strength and what breaks them down." I have learned to listen more and speak less. The result has been eye-opening conversations and inspirational moments that I have shared with you right here. Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is Crystal One-on-One and we're on location at Le Chateau Brasserie Belge. Today I have someone who is not that easy to find. I think she's going to tell us why she's been hiding for quite some time. I have Sharon O. Some people know her as Sharon Nalukenge. Some people call you Sharon Salmon. I just found out today we have a name in common.
Oh, yes.
Angela.
Angela, yeah.
Oh my goodness, is that like your middle name?
It's more like my Christian name. I don't know if it's middle. I don't know where it falls, to be honest, but
Okay.
you know, I usually use it.
Okay,
Yes.
welcome to the show.
Thank you, Crystal.
You look lovely as always.
Ah, you look lovely too.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
you.
How is your boy?
Lisbon. He's good. He's grown. He's very active in school. He's okay.
He's
I should
okay?
say, yeah. He's
Okay.
blending in school.
He's blending in
Yeah.
very well.
Very well.
Okay, now Sharon, I mean, if you remember way back in the day, we knew you from Obsessions.
Yeah.
And you were really young when you joined Obsessions.
Yes.
I meant to even find out, like, how were you convinced in the first place to join? Were you very active in school?
Oh yes, drama has always been part of me. Back in school, I was in Interact a lot.
Okay.
I don't know if I should take you back to my childhood.
Yeah, please.
My pre-primary was more of Kitante. I was in Kitante. I went to Lohana afterwards.
Okay.
Then I finalized in Aga Khan. But you know, when I went to Aga Khan and East High, sorry, Interact was part of me because I loved drama. I was, you know, always one of the leaders in choirs. I would be front stage dancing. So it was basically, I felt home when I used to do.
When you were on stage.
Yes, MDD. That time it was
Okay.
called Music, Dance and Drama.
Yeah, Music, Dance
So
and
yeah,
Drama.
my mom wasn't shocked when I decided to join Obsession. It's just that, you know, it was a bit too early, you know, for me to venture into something like that since I was still finalizing on my studies.
That's you looking back.
Yes.
Now when you look back, huh?
Yes. Now when no. It's me looking back, yes, and telling you what my mom.
What your mom thought at the
yes,
time.
exactly.
At the time. Where were you born?
Kampala, here,
Bukoto.
Here, Bukoto. Where Mulago Hospital. Then I grew up in Bukoto, where our dad built. I'm pretty much a city girl.
Okay.
Yeah, my life has been in the city.
It's been in the city, and both your parents are they still there, or?
Oh yes, they're still there together. My mom is half Muganda, half Mutoro.
Okay.
Then my dad, I'm a mixture.
Okay.
My great granddad was British.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
so I'm a Briton. I have that blood with the Muganda. So basically I'm a cocktail.
A cocktail.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
And what about your siblings? Were you many children?
I don't know if 6 are many. You should tell me.
Well, in Africa, that's like, okay.
That's okay, yeah. So yeah, we're 6 and I'm the second born. Yeah, pretty much. But I'm the only one that went into the arts industry.
So everyone is like,
everyone is in, the rest are in airline. One of my sisters is in the UK. The one that follows me is in an insurance company, Schiller. Then there's another one in National Waters. So pretty much I'm the only one that ventured into the music.
Into the music business
Yes.
and stage and limelight.
And fame
And
all
fame
that.
and all of that. Okay, so you said like you joined right from school, Obsessions.
I joined in my vacation, my senior
Your
six.
S4?
My senior six.
Okay.
Because my senior 4, I was working in a supermarket. My mom had to keep me busy. But that was the time when, you know, when Moulin was now in my life trying to catch my eye. So, and that's when I got to know that actually he has a group called Obsession. So in between we would meet, I would do a cake act with them. I was more like an extra.
Oh.
Yes, what they call an extra is that they use you, but you're not permanent in the group. So yeah, I would come part-time, do my act, then go to the supermarket and pretend, you know, that
That you'd been there the whole time.
Exactly, so that my mom wouldn't get to know. Yeah. So she later knew around senior 6 vacation, I told her, you know what, Mom, I just feel I should do this. This is part of me. And she knew that now, Sharon, you need to finish your studies.
Yeah.
You understand? I know you love drama, but you know, you need to get your education moving. You need to get to campus. I'm like, I can juggle the two. They're like, no, I need to see these people. Who are they? It was a long story. But yeah, we managed to handle.
So your mom was worried. What about your dad? How was he handling the whole thing?
Surprisingly, my dad, being that the sister was a former Miss Uganda, she's called Rosemary Salmon. Rosemary, yes. But now she's based in Nairobi. She was married to Captain Roy.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and of course, yeah, things didn't go well, yeah. So my dad, you know, he's a free person, he's a free spirit.
So he had
likes
seen that.
Yeah, so he really supported me when it came to my talent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was okay with it?
He was okay, but he
So
just like, you need to be commuting, you need to be coming from home and going for your rehearsals. I don't agree with you staying in this whole mansion where, you know, they're just all these crazy people. To him,
Because I think that was the scariest thing for parents, like you're all going to live together.
Yes,
I mean, like,
and who is responsible? Because you all, pretty much the age difference was just what, 7 years, 8, you know, with the boys and us. So, of course, it's something I enforced them to do, to be honest. Yeah. But good enough, I turned out well. I was disciplined. You know, I finished my studies. I did secretarial studies, though.
Okay.
I did a certificate, then I went for a diploma.
Where was that?
That was MOOBS.
Okay.
Yes. Then I did a diploma in business administration. I was supposed to be going on to get a degree, but, you know, I got caught up with Big Brother.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Let's just say life happened.
It's crazy.
Life
happened. Life
Okay.
caught up.
Did you ever use those skills? I mean, you said secretarial studies.
Business.
And yeah.
Yes, a bit. I'm more of an entrepreneur. I started with a shop opposite Fido Dido that had spares and phones, you know.
Oh,
yes,
really?
that was my first venture.
When was that?
That was around 2011, actually, when I had just got out of the house. You know, yes. It's when I just got out of the house. So I had to get something going on because I realized, you know, the brand had, you know, had issues. You know, people had already left. Things were not doing well financially, and I was a mother already. Yeah. So I had to use, you know, my course having done business administration, you know, to carry out something. Good enough, I had small capital because I had done appearances all over Africa.
Yes, you were so busy traveling right after the Big Brother house.
Yes. It's so funny I didn't get so much support down here because usually after Big Brother, people get support in their home countries. We didn't get that here.
I think Ugandans are kind of special for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why we're like that.
I was mad, to be honest.
Yes.
But anyway, to carry on, yeah, that was my first venture. So I partly used that. And even with the secretarial studies, I did that. I used part of that in the supermarket because I used to, you know, type and audit and all that kind of stuff.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So you left S6 and joined the Obsessions, and you were managing the two. School. And was it like a few classes every week, or was it kind of full time at that point?
No, I would do evening.
Oh,
I would do evening,
okay.
yes. After
that was more
rehearsals.
manageable then.
Yes, I would do evening. So it was
Okay.
pretty much easy.
Okay, but Ronnie was already in your life at that point.
Ronnie was already in my life, yes.
You met
Because
him
remember I
very
told you
young.
senior 4, yes.
Yes.
But Ronnie's also young.
I mean, he was young too.
He's young too. Okay, the age difference around what, 8 years? Because I'm 88, so born 88, so he's 79.
Okay.
So, yeah, he was young as well. I don't know was he defiling me? What are you trying to say?
No, I'm just like, oh, you were so young. It just feels like you were so young at the time.
My mom really went hard on him. He was like, Ronnie, I'm going to lock you up. Then everyone was like, ah, she's above 18. Come on, Rebecca, because my mom is called Rebecca. You're going to lose this case in court. So, yeah.
And she made some noise.
Yes.
Huh?
Oh, she stormed that place so much.
Like she came to the house
Yeah,
where you guys were?
Of course, yeah, she did. And, you know, she would see all these girls dressed up the way they are, doing rehearsals, which was, you know, that was the way Obsession was. It's not like they were skimpy, but, you know, it's part of art.
It was part of the brand.
Yes, part of the brand, and that was art. They were selling art. So my mom was like, no, my daughter can't be, you know, putting all this skimpy stuff. There's no way she's getting home. So, yeah, there was always just back and forth all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, but she finally, you know, kind of understood.
Yeah, I think, you know, eventually when you realize your child is
yeah.
grown and they're going to make their choices.
Exactly. You just let them grow and make their mistakes and maybe learn from them. So, yeah.
So what about your time in Obsessions? I mean, working with so many different people. Some members joined, some people left. Are you still friends with like all the original members you were with?
I'll speak for myself. I don't think I have any issues with anyone. You understand? Whatever happened, we were young. you know, we're all driven by passion. We may not have had a structure then because everyone's like, this happened or whatever, or this did what. I'm not about the blame game. So to me, I'm friends to all. Whoever talks to me, whoever, you know, wishes me well, you know, I have no problem about that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean, unfortunately, living together is always a bit tricky.
Oh my goodness.
Like you said, you were young, everyone was passionate, and then you had, that was especially the time in Uganda when we had tabloids really growing and looking for
Exactly.
stories everywhere they could find them. And you guys
Exactly.
were just like easy targets most of the time.
Exactly. So much was written, and so many times I'll get calls from my mom. Oh, they said this about your mansion. What's happening in this mansion? You know, saying that S mansion, if you know what I mean. So yeah, there was a lot to handle. But me in particular, I had to grow up very fast because, first of all, in my senior four, I told you I was already working. So much as I was in for the passion, but I was also there to kind of earn a living, you know, or make, you know, figure out what the future has for me. So it kind of demoralized me or killed my momentum when, you know, everyone left. It affected my creativity and, you know, my performance on stage. It really did affect me.
Okay.
Ronnie saw that a lot. So yeah, but I guess that's life. Yeah.
Okay. Because yeah, you had a dream really. You guys were all working towards something, and then with time,
Yeah.
people started, you know, taking different
Yeah,
directions.
the boys leaving.
Yes.
But it does happen. You see Destiny's Child. That's how groups are, to
Groups
be
up,
honest.
people grow.
People grow
And change.
and they want to do different stuff. So we
Okay.
just have to accept. And then we went to 3. It was me, Jackie Shiba. Then we went to 2. Then me going to Big Brother, coming back. You know, in and out, in and out. We couldn't keep
At that
up.
point, you couldn't
Yes.
keep up.
So
Yes.
we decided to do solo careers. Then there's a lot that we went through. Me in particular, I'll speak for myself. You know, mismanagement of money with people I dealt with.
Yeah.
You know, I just got tired. I felt like, you know what, why shouldn't I just divert into something else in the meantime until I do have a great team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Whose
Story
idea
of my
was it
life.
to go for Big Brother?
it was my dad's. Not even Ronnie, because Ronnie didn't even know about it in the first place. Exactly.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
what?
He didn't know about it.
But how did your dad?
I know. So for some reason, you could think, you know, he's old-fashioned, but you know, he knew these things. He was like, you know, I think you should try out Big Brother. You know, you have a shot in this. I was like, what? Yeah, that Big Brother thing where people go Gaetano, because Gaetano was a thing then. I was like,
Yes.
okay, but you know, I'm reserved. You know, I'm not a loud person, so
Yes.
you know, they want loud characters. So how am I going to pull it? So like, Sharon, you need to go. You never know what this could do for you. But yeah, here I am.
And you lasted. You were one of the finalists.
Exactly, I was surprised, by the way.
God, you know, I think every week when it would come for the eviction time, I can't even imagine like what happened to your heart, the stress on your heart in that kind of show.
Oh my goodness. It's like I was always up every week. I don't know what people heard over me. I don't know if it was
Yes.
I was just always up. But I'm glad Africa had my back. For some reason, yes, I reached the finals.
Yeah, you made
Yeah,
all
and
the
I'm
way to the
grateful
finals.
for that.
So life before Big Brother and then
Yes.
after Big Brother, what was the most shocking thing for you?
Shocking?
Well, you've already talked about the fact like you came back home and people here weren't giving you
Yes,
that
I
much
didn't get the
support.
support, you know, that I expected. To be, I was shocked, to be honest, because what I saw on social media was totally different from you know, what was on ground. So I don't know if it was the work of my management that was supposed to outsource for jobs. You know, because people like in Nigeria and the rest, you know, are on billboards doing all these big endorsements, doing appearances. We don't have that here. You understand? We kind of negotiated for, you know, a few deals of mentions, but you know, it didn't give me that much money, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I was disappointed. Yeah. But on top of that, I thank God that my network out of Africa, because Big Brother is a very big highlight show. So my brand was exposed outside, being that I was a finalist. So I went to Nigeria, I went to South Africa. I did mentions with Sharon O for some time as being a voiceover. So yeah, I used that small opportunity to, you know, to venture into what I am right now.
Okay. what was your plan, your dream, like coming out of Big Brother?
I wanted to, first of all, I knew coming out as Sharon O, I knew that I would have my own charity organization because I've always wanted to give back.
Okay.
So I wanted to do a fundraising dinner of some sort, call these people that I knew around Africa, because I had made my good connections, use my brand through endorsements, which I'm telling you I got disappointed because I didn't get here. Yes, I'm still mad about that. Yes.
No, but it's a good point. It's a good point.
Yeah.
We do need to support our
Yeah,
own.
we do. I was just a bit disappointed. So as Sharon O as a brand, I wanted to stand out and, just use my name to do all these kind of things, influence, probably do my solo career, venture into businesses. Yeah, and I pretty much did some of this.
You
Yes.
did get to do some of it. So
Yes.
you said your first business venture was the shop
The
that
shop,
you had opposite
yes.
the Dido. Okay. Did that
The sh-
work out?
It didn't. I relied on someone else who works on phones. He's a friend of mine.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I don't know if
Because you were traveling.
not even that. I didn't even know the business as such. I knew very well that since he works on the phones, he mechanics phones. Instead of him going down to get the spares, I'll be the one bringing the spares from Nairobi. You understand? So that he can buy the spares from me. So I was bringing spares plus phones.
Okay.
But for some reason, they didn't work out. So I don't know if it's me who didn't understand the business. I over relied on him, which is not good. You need to understand your business.
Yeah.
So in the long run, and it was uptown. I was paying 1M a month, just opposite Dido. Yes, whereby I
back
paid.
then.
Yes,
That's a lot.
1M.
Yeah.
2011. So that explains. But I had to shut down. It just wasn't making sense. Then after that, I went into money lending. I've done a mini supermarket in Nigeria before.
Okay.
Then I went into bar and restaurant.
I think I remember that, yes.
Blue Ice Bar. Then I went into transport and now real estate.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So you've tried your hand at everything.
I have, really. Yeah,
And
just trying to make ends
and you and
meet.
Ronnie were together for...
Me and Ronnie are
long.
still together.
You're
actually.
still together. Oh my god.
Everyone's like, but are you still with Ronnie? I was like, yeah, it's just that we rarely, come out together. We had to first cool down a bit. It's just too much that was happening in the tabloids. We had to, but yeah, we're still together. We live together. We still have our son. Yeah.
That's wonderful. I mean, it's
Yes.
been a long, long time.
It's been a long, he better do something. Otherwise I'll do what Rema did. Yes. We've been together for what? 18 years, I think.
Yes, that's a long, long
Yes,
time.
it's me and Natasha who were like kind of, we're seriously dating
Yeah,
in the group.
seriously dating like all those
Yeah.
years.
So we've been together like 18 years, I would say.
But I think you had like a bit of a rough spot though.
So much, especially after Big Brother, insecurity issues. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, kudos to him though.
Yeah, kudos to him. He's been there.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
you came out, I mean, you're gorgeous. And at that point, I think that was probably one of the things. I remember people used to say that even when you wake up in the morning, people who watch the show would be like, he always wakes up in the morning.
Are you serious?
She doesn't have any makeup on.
It's still glowing?
Yes.
Oh, I know,
yes.
come on.
So of course, I mean, you come out and you're traveling and you're going to countries like Nigeria and all of that. So
and all these
I can
places
imagine it
without him.
must have
sometimes
been like a
with
bit
him, yes.
scary, especially for the
Definitely.
relationship. A bit rocky.
Definitely. But
Was there ever a point like you felt like, whew, I can't handle this?
we had a very bad breakup for a year. Yeah. Then but I think it was good for us to kind of rethink things out and see if we can start all over again, which we did. Yeah, the pressure was just too much.
Okay.
Yeah, but it happens. I mean, that's life.
That is life.
It's full of bumps, bends, just like abroad. So yeah.
Okay.
But we're getting on stronger, I
Okay.
should say.
Now you have your one son.
I do
Who's
have one.
quite
Yeah,
grown.
Yes.
Yes. Any plans for maybe?
Of course, with time.
Okay.
With time, we're thinking about it. I'm thinking of a surrogate. I'm joking.
No, but the people. No. By the
I
way,
was thinking
there are
about
a
it,
lot
and
of people who actually use surrogates, and it's perfectly fine as well.
But do you really?
The world has changed, huh?
I know, but do you really bond with your child? Like, is it the same? Like, someone that is pushed, naturally delivered?
So, I mean, if you can adopt a child and love them as much as if they were your own,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess it depends on how much love you have to give and how ready you are for for that step, pretty much.
I was
Yeah.
highly thinking about it, to be honest. I just don't want to go through the struggle that I went through. Oh, it was
Did you
terrible.
have a bad pregnancy?
It's just that Lisbon was so heavy, so
He was a big boy.
Yes, a big boy. So I went through a lot because I had a natural bath. So you know what I
And
mean.
you still remember?
Yes.
Oh my
The pain
gosh.
was crazy because Ronnie was having all that taped. Yes.
have that?
He's having all that taped until I was in the labor ward. I was like, no, get out of here. I need my mom in. I need my mother in. Yeah, but he was going all the way in like, yeah, I need to have this. So yeah,
Okay.
he always likes to be involved in all the moments when it comes to his kids. Yeah, because I found him with one. He has a daughter
Yes.
that is around 18 now.
Okay. So he's a good dad.
He's a great dad. Yeah, he's a great dad.
Okay.
Yes.
So you were saying that, I'm in real estate now, because like you said, you tried your hand at so many different things.
Yes.
And I remember the bar business, because I remember that got a lot of attention. I'm pretty
Is
sure I
it?
came
Oh.
by at some point.
You came?
Yeah, at some point, way back in the day.
Because it was more of an entertainment bar, so I think that's why it kind of pulled the crowd. Yeah, we used to bring artists, the beach Sundays, so yeah. And then, of course, it was majorly the first business we ventured in that was so big. So naturally, tabloids had to write about it. Yes.
Okay.
Then, of course, we had issues, like I said, with the landlord. And, you just can't stop. You never stop. You need to, carry on. So what we did was to rent out, and we stayed with the washing bay. But still, it wasn't working well, so we had to make sure we need an income coming in. So we had some money going on. We got into real estate. We buy land, we demarcate it, we sell it off, but we also build. We build shells and sell them off.
Really? How long have you been doing this now?
I think 3 to 2 years. 2.5 years.
Is
I
it
think.
challenging?
It is challenging. There's a lot of counterfeit products in this industry of real estate. You need to know because you're not going to blame the hardwares. Some of them are actually naive. They don't know what they're bringing to the country. So I just feel it's the responsibility of our government, to know exactly what they bring into the country. Because you put a building up here, and then before you know it, the things falling off, pillars are going off, and all that. So, and then of course land, or buying a property, then before you know it, someone's claiming it's theirs.
Man,
there's a lot of land scandals. You need to be very
so scary, so scary. In this
and the
country.
cost, it's crazy. You need to be there.
You need quite a solid chunk to invest in real estate.
Yes,
okay,
true.
So what are your learnings? I mean, like people keep talking about how the value of land and property in Uganda is it's like super inflated or unrealistic. Well, so I've heard some people say.
It is. You mean it's going up? It's appreciating?
I mean, like just in terms of value, especially like how it's appreciated in certain areas in the space of just 10 years.
Yeah, but I think usually land appreciates very fast in a place that is growing very fast. So there's nothing much we're going to do about that. If it's an estate is coming up very fast, then definitely the land will go up. But what we did, if you're lucky and you have money, you buy quicker and earlier and a bit far, like places like Sunday, that are not yet coming up. So by the time people are moving there, then you know that if you're selling a 50 by 100, if you bought it around 45, then you're selling it now at 90. You understand? So at the end of the day, it's if you have the money, that's the most important thing. If you don't, then you totally can't manage real estate. Yes. I'm not saying you need to have a chunk of money like this much, but there should be something to start with. There should be something to start with.
Because I remember way back in the day, I'm trying to remember, it was one of those conversations about investment and someone was saying you can never go wrong with land. You can never go wrong with land.
You can never go wrong. But of course, there are also challenges. You find squatters, if you haven't used your land for quite some time. I remember I have a piece of land that I bought some time back from my mother. Yes, in Garuga. So I took forever to go check it out. Did I find someone? They had put a wall in the middle of it. So, I had to involve my lawyers, which is already coming with a cost, you understand? Then you have to pay them, it's crazy.
My goodness.
It's just crazy, yeah.
And sometimes you even lose the case, which is because sometimes the law is on their side if they've been there for quite some time.
Exactly. If you don't pay them, or if you don't have a very good lawyer, then chances are...
Because now people are like, you pay someone to stay on your land.
Yes.
That's the safest thing you can do right
Yes,
now.
that's what I'm doing right now. So you put someone to do welding or someone to do maze, you know, just to keep the place busy, so at least you don't have anyone coming in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about, like, you know, music? You said you tried to do it on your own.
Music. To be honest, I love music. It's my passion.
Do you miss
speak,
it?
I do. And as we speak, actually, that's why me and Ronnie took on Lydia Jasmine, because the passion is still there. Yeah, it's just that there's just a few issues I had. You know, I don't know if I was just not doing the right music, or it's just the vocals that are not right, or it's the team that wasn't right then. I think I got frustrated at a very wrong time, because in between the girls leaving, you know, the group, you know, just separating, you know, and me coming back from Big Brother, not getting all this support, I had to my first thing was to make sure, you know what, I need an income. I love music, but, you know, it hasn't been really paying off, you know. It's not about, you know, passion anymore. I need an income that is going to be able to fend for, you know, my child and, you know, my other responsibilities. So I think I was a bit frustrated, and I focused more into getting something I need to do. But yeah, here we are. We still took on Lydia Jasmine.
Yeah.
We're mentoring her. We're still using the skills that we use to manage, give her knowledge, groom her.
Okay.
And yeah, she's doing good.
Okay, so you have
Yeah.
Lydia Jasmine. Are you planning on taking on more people that you can mentor?
Not at the moment. You never know. Not at the moment. This industry is tricky, but we're looking at getting into movies. You understand?
You used to act. I
Yeah.
remember you were in some
Theatre.
shows. Yes, the
Yes.
theatre, but I think you were also in some kind of series.
Last King of Scotland. Then
that movie.
Then I was, which other one?
Wasn't there like a series on TV?
There was a series I was supposed to be in. No, I think you're talking about what's this one? Also NTV.
Yeah.
That one I wasn't in.
Okay.
I wasn't
You
in.
changed your mind.
Yeah, I changed my mind.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, movies are part of me. I've done a lot of theatre work, plays written by Ronnie. I think most of you have seen them, Cleopatra. So yeah, we're just thinking of, you know, venturing into that as well.
Okay.
And see where it takes us.
And heading back into that. Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like, you know, you want to, much as you've gone more or less, I wouldn't say serious route, but okay, a different direction with the real estate.
Yeah.
It seems like maybe the drama side is pulling you back.
It's trying to pull me
bit.
back.
Yeah.
The arts is still trying to pull me back. You never know.
You
Let's
never
see.
know.
Yeah.
Okay. The next time she says something, we'll know.
True. True.
So what is the secret? I mean, you and Ronnie you've been through a lot. You've had your ups, you've had your downs, and you're still together. For a lot of people, you know, relationships are a bit of a struggle as well, especially the fact that you've also been in the limelight as well.
Yeah.
So what would you say is the thing that has held you together,
Ooh,
has
I
gotten
think
you through?
we're friends. I should say we're friends. We base this relationship more on friendship. You know, before he even came into my life, I knew him as a person because we were more family friends. His mother was working in Bank of Uganda. My mother was also working in Bank of Uganda then.
Oh, so you knew each other even
Yes, we were more
way
like family
before.
friends, but it's just that, you know, my mom was in currency and the mom was in a different department. So, you know, we're neighbors and would see each other. I just didn't know that he had an eye for me. So yeah, friendship has kept us going, mutual respect, we communicate. Yeah, communication is a key. Yeah, whenever he has issues or whenever something is really perturbing him, he'll be open about it. So I think that has kept us going. Yeah, and we support each other regardless, you know. Even the time when we had separated for a year, you know, or that was the time I had just opened Blue Eyes.
Okay.
And imagine, people didn't even know that we had separated, but we were working together. So, you know, we do support each other. So I think that has kept us going.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.